Wā.
Nook Karako.
A tēnā koe te mana whakawā. A tēnā ra koutou nā pō waitaka o tō tātou matua tipuna. Ka me nui ki te mihi atu ki tō tātou mata nui te raki. A koe e te timataka me te whakauteke o tau katoa. Anō reira ka mihi au ki te kai homai o ka mea pai katoa. Ka mua mahara mātou ki a rātou ka itua ko wehi ku tau wairua. E nō reira e koutou rā, o ia marae, o ia iwi, o ia waka, e haere roke ki tā ro te whānui a tānei, ko tuatarai haere, haere, e haere atu rā. Nō reira api te hono tātai hono, tātou ki te hongo ora, ki te hongo ora ki a tātou. E te mana whakawā, a tēnei hoki mihi atu ki a koe o te minita, o the Honourable Christopher Finlinson. E te mana whakawā, a tēnei te mihi, e te iwi o te Atiawa, a ki Taranaki. E haere mai i ka wako o Tokomaru, e tau mai nei ki te whare paramata. Nō reira, e Taranaki mauka, e nā mana, e nā tapu, e nā ihi, e nā wehi, ko eke mai nei ki te whakarite i te karaka. E haere mai, e tau mai nei ki te whanganui a tāra, ko tūtahau nuku kōrākou, ko kai whakahaere o te Committee Whiriwhiri Take Māori. Nō reira, e mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. Mr. Speaker, I believe one of the most important things we do in the treaty settlement process is to reflect back on the history of our country and to acknowledge the wrongs that were committed by the Crown against Māori. In the case, sir, of Te Atiawa, these wrongs are many. Te Atiawa's experience with underhanded dealings on the part of European settlers came at the hands of the New Zealand company. The company purported to have purchased 20 million acres of land, which included all of Taranaki. There was unknown to most Te Atiawa Māori, many of whom were not even living, sir, in Taranaki at the time. Sir, this was unknown to most of Te Atiawa. The New Zealand company did not get their 20 million acres, but Lands Commissioner Sir William Spain recommended it be granted a substantial amount of Taranaki land, including lands which had not been relinquished by Te Atiawa, and for which payment from the Crown was never received. Robert Fitzroy, at that time, sir, the Governor of New Zealand, responded to Māori concerns and prevented Spain's recommended grants of Taranaki lands to the New Zealand company. When Governor Fitzroy, sir, was replaced by Governor Grey, things took a turn for the worse. Grey was instructed to secure the rest of the land Spain had recommended, and he met with various Te Atiawa hapu to inform them he intended to secure more of their land. Despite the opposition of many in Te Atiawa, the Crown took advantage, sir, of disagreements within and between Taranaki iwi and the absence of many of the customary owners of the land to alienate further blocks, sir, of lands through agreements with small groups of Māori. This policy, as we know today, is called divide and conquer. Eventually, sir, large numbers of absent Te Atiawa sought to return to Taranaki, despite Governor Grey's threats to keep them away, even using various devious means. Sir, the land sales continued, and documentary evidence from the time shows that Crown agents deliberately exploited disagreements between Māori and knew that the so-called purchases of land were happening without the approval of or a resulting benefit to the majority of traditional owners. There was some attempt, sir, or at least lip service to putting aside reserves for Te Atiawa during these land sales. But the amount of land, sir, received differed widely. For instance, in the Hua block, a mere 10 acres of 14,000 acres was reserved, and the Crown encouraged the Māori who had sold the land to purchase sections in it for more than 3 times the sale price that they had received. Mr. Speaker, when a group of unarmed Te Atiawa resisted the surveying of a disputed block with the Crown, which the Crown claimed to have purchased, the Crown responded by declaring martial law and sent in troops. The situation, sir, quickly descended into war. It took a year of fighting before the Crown agreed to peace and an investigation of the disputed purchase in 1861. Fighting broke out, sir, again in 1863, and the Crown began constructing military installations on Te Atiawa land. Sir, that included sacred Wāhi Tapu sites. Eventually, sir, the Crown exercised its powers under the despicable New Zealand Settlements Act to confiscate the lands of so-called rebel iwi. This raupatu completely deprived Te Atiawa of their lands. And as flawed as the then government's definition of friendly and rebel Māori, sir, may have been, their confiscation was indiscriminate, affecting even those of Te Atiawa Māori who had refrained from fighting, or who participated in land purchases or expressed loyalty to the Crown. Mr. Speaker, the history of Te Atiawa since the mass confiscation has been one of fighting to regain at least some of their land. Reading the historical account in their deed of settlement, sir, it seems that every step forward this iwi has taken, they have been pushed back 2 or more by the Crown. Sir, the Crown set up the West Coast Commission. It must have been music to the ears of Te Atiawa that this commission would hear their claims and report on them. But the commission was not impartial. And rather than focusing on addressing Māori grievances, it sought a so-called balance with the interest of European settlers. In the end, sir, the recommendation was that the surest guarantee of peace was European occupation, European settlement, and the establishment of English homesteads. To add insult to the injury, sir, the Commission recommended a sum of compensation to Ngāti Rahiri, a member of Te Atiawa, a hapu. But they recommended, sir, that rather than paying this money to the hapu, it be used to fence roads that the Crown had built through their lands. When the reserves, sir, were finally put aside for Te Atiawa, the public trustee used his powers to lease or sell those reserves to Europeans. In the 1960s, sir, the titles of all Maori reserves in Taranaki were amalgamated, which then allowed the Crown to sell some blocks of land without the consent of owners who had ancestral links to those blocks. E te mana whakawā, these and other breaches of the treaty left Te Atiawa with no way of supporting themselves and deprived them of the resources which now contribute to the rich industries of Taranaki. It is not possible for this deed of settlement, sir, to restore everything Te Atiawa has lost, but it does provide, sir, an official apology for the hurt and the destitution that the Crown's actions have caused. And, sir, the redress provides a financial base for the iwi to build on and support its members. E te mana whakawā, I acknowledge once again the Te Atiawa members that are here today, the Rakatira, and those who have worked so hard to reach this milestone in your treaty settlement process. As Chair of the Māori Affairs Select Committee, sir, I look forward to hearing their submissions and work to ensure that, sir, this bill does all it needs to give effect to your deed of settlement. E te mana whakawā. Ka tāpai e au tēnei pire, ko te aroaro o te whare. Sir, I commend this bill to the House. Kia ora.